I want to talk about a show that I only recently discovered, even though season 3 just premiered. And I can't believe more people, it's shocking to me it took 3 seasons to hear about it because it is phenomenal. So it's Dark Winds. Zahn McClarnon is the star. I'll talk about him in a minute. Dark Winds. It's based on the Hillerman mystery novels. J.R.R. Martin and Robert Redford are executive producers. This is a phenomenal cast. Tell me, this is Bernadette, Joseph Leaphorn, and Jim Chi. Tell me that this is not the most beautiful leading cast you've seen, and it is such a solid mystery series. So I've only watched season 1. We tore through it in like 3 days, so no spoilers, but it is, the first season was 6 episodes of one overarching mystery, but lots of twists and turns. Sometimes I lose my interest when they take one mystery, goes over an entire season, but there was enough twists and turns to where every episode I was still trying to figure out something new. I watch with my husband and I'm constantly going, did you see this? Did you see that? It is set in 1970s on the Navajo reservation. If you aren't familiar with the Navajo reservation or the Dene people, it goes all the way Utah, Arizona, into New Mexico, and right in there. In general, the show tends to cover sort of this whole area. At one point, they're over in Santa Fe. It's set in the 1970s, and it is gorgeous. So we're talking about the set design, the cars, the people, everything is beautiful. It is perfect. I'm just old enough to kind of vaguely have 70s memories, and a lot of the like TV shows I watched were set in the 70s, like reruns and stuff. And so it's all beautifully shot, beautifully filmed. It gives an amazing representation of the Dene people at that time. I heard about it because it was talking about the fact that the viewership has increased 50% with the season 3 premiere. So I'm not the only person who has recently discovered the show. It has a phenomenal rating on Rotten Tomatoes. And one of the reasons I was like, John, because it turns out my husband has watched it. And I was like, how could you not have told me about it? Because Zahn McClarnon, who is the star, and I believe he's one of the producers of the show or directors or something. I know him from Reservation Dogs. Another show you should be watching. It is now over. It was set on an Oklahoma reservation. It was heartbreaking and beautiful in turn and funny and was so wonderful. And he played a cop there too. He was hilarious. He was unbelievable. So as soon as I saw that he was in Dark Winds and was the lead, I was like, sign me up, because he's amazing. You may remember him. This is an article where they're like, why doesn't he already have an Emmy? And I agree. They talk about how he's on Fargo, Westworld, Reservation Dogs, Longmire, Dark Winds. He often plays tribal cops on a lot of shows. He does have kind of that vibe. I also have to, since I'm giving a shout out to Reservation Dogs, I have to also talk about one of my favorite characters. The Deer Lady, she's phenomenal. One of the most heartbreaking episodes. I had to really prepare myself to watch. It was so difficult. It was about the kids who got sent to residential schools. She plays the Deer Lady. You might also recommend her from another show. Letterkenny, which is I don't know what to call it, a sitcom from Canada about rural Canadians, and she plays Tanis there, and I love her. So I'm just gonna recommend all these shows. You should be watching Reservation Dogs, you should be watching Letterkenny, you should be watching Dark Winds. If you are already watching Dark Winds, come and tell me how much you love it, and tell me why you didn't tell me about it sooner. I love mysteries. I've read many of the Hillerman novels, and in case you didn't know, not only am I a huge fan of mystery shows, I am also a mystery writer. I have written all of these mystery books. They're flipped around so you can't see them, but if you search Nikki Haverstock at any of your favorite online vendors like Barnes & Noble, Apple, Kobo, whatever, you can get one of my books. And I usually have an ebook for free, so go check it out. But yeah, I am not only a mystery TV and book fan, I am a writer of it. So please go check out Dark Winds. You can just do me that favor. It is so good. In the US, it's on Netflix. You can go catch up. Let's watch this show and talk about it.